evening, everyone. My name is Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jodie Kelly.
And my name is James Baker.
And I put up the banner, keep it brief, because we're trying to come up with like a funny punny thing for each one of these like kind of panel shows and talkie shows. And I came up with keep it brief because I figured she was a lawyer, and keep it brief is kind of funny.
I like it.
Because that's what we always endeavour to do to our shows, is keep it brief, but we always end up just going long.
We never keep it
Just
brief.
a wee bit.
Yeah,
Just a wee bit.
Yeah.
So welcome to our 2-hour show about She-Hulk.
For a show that only lasted 37 minutes.
By the way,
And
I watched it again tonight, and it was 30 minutes.
Yes,
rest
because there's
was-
7 minutes.
was-
There's the after show, the after credits that scene.
What?
Mm-hmm.
There's an after
No,
credits
don't tell
scene.
me. Do not tell me.
Seriously.
This is not a repeat of
Oh, for the love of
Of,
God, this is Chernobyl all over again.
Chernobyl. I know.
Wait a minute, I've watched this twice.
How have you not
You've
seen
missed-
the end sequence? It's hilarious.
Oh, God.
See, with the interview with the director on Empire magazine, she was just like, "You have to stay for the end bit." She was like, "You have to stay for the end bit."
I can't believe you've watched this twice now, by your own
Yeah.
admission, and you've said, "Oh, that's that over then," twice. And there's
Sloan,
6 minutes at the
I'm
end
not
of
the
it.
only one that's done this, remember?
Hands up who's seen the after credits scene. Okay, that's 33% haven't.
Anyway, I missed the after credits scene in Ghostbusters Afterlife. The second one, which was the best one, with Harold Ramis in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because James told me about it later, and I was like, "Oh
Mhm.
God,
I know.
Always
anyway.
at the end. Anyway, so
we will see it tonight."
Jodie's going to do
I wanna see it,
are you going to watch it tonight? Are you going to watch the end credits for this tonight?
I'm saying we will. I
Or
will.
we will rock you.
Because we're not. This is like a. It's not a.
Yeah,
it's
this
not,
is
we're not
around-
watching it live. This is
No.
a wee bit different.
Aye.
Yeah.
This is more of a panel discussion. So
Yeah.
clearly this is the same audience reach as Ms. Marvel. We haven't got any viewers just yet.
Okay.
So we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
But we'll have a panel discussion amongst ourselves and see
Uh-huh.
what happens here.
A mass debate, if you like.
A mass debate, yeah. So first of all, Jodie's going to run down the show just in case you missed it.
Yeah. So I thought we'd kind of do a wee brief synopsis of the show.
Keep it
So it
brief.
starts off with She-Hulk, and she's talking to her colleagues, and she's actually She-Hulk right now, though, the character. What's her character's name again?
And Jennifer Walters.
Jennifer Walters.
Jennifer Walters, right? Okay, so she describes the kind of going through a kind of court scene, but
Well,
she
she's
is
talking about
She-Hulk at
people
this
with
point.
power. I mean, it's quite a good set in a scene as well, because it looks like she's talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, do you know the good thing
No,
about
it's
this?
set up as well.
The setup is very fast. I think in the
Aye,
beginning.
I like that.
She's basically saying, "Yes, I am a Hulk." At this
Mhm.
point, even though
People
she's
have
talking to her
complained about
characters, and they know about it already and stuff.
People have complained about it.
Yeah.
What have they complained
It's
about?
too short. They said it's too short.
It's
What?
a sitcom.
What do you mean they've complained about it?
So people complain about everything. Whatever it is that you like, someone else will not like. So people have complained because it's too short. It doesn't give people enough room to breathe or understand the character, whatever it is. It's just like, she's She-Hulk.
Wow.
Everyone's breathing fine.
Listen, forget those
I know.
people, right? Forget those people.
Get
right?
those people.
I appreciate the
Those
fact
people.
it goes in, because I thought to myself, is this going to be one of these? Oh, she gets tripped. It's like some big long. The whole episode's going to be like this. Oh, she's her cousin is the Hulk, and she ends up in this gamma ray accidentally, or some thing that's going to, and then at the end of it, she's She-Hulk. But I was quite glad at the beginning she's She-Hulk.
Aye, totally.
I
anyway.
I was watching it, and I actually thought they missed a wee joke, which I thought would have been funny because of the fourth wall breaking thing. But I
Yeah.
thought it would have been funny if she'd accidentally called him David at one point, and said something like, "Oh, you look more like a David."
Yeah.
Because he's on TV. It's Hulk on TV, and Hulk on TV was David Banner, not Bruce
Yeah.
Banner. I thought it would be funny.
I'll tell you what I thought was a bit odd, though, the fact that he's Hulk all the way through, apart from right at the beginning. When he's in the car.
Well,
scene.
they do explain it, though.
He needed to be Bruce at the beginning.
Yeah.
No, I know,
He needed.
I know he did, but
He had to heal.
why is he Hulk for the rest of the period? Why is he not? He doesn't turn Bruce again, does he?
No, because he's always Hulk. He's always smart Hulk now. He needed that thing that helped his arm heal.
Did he not explain though as well, because some of her blood ended up in his blood, that
And that's
his
how she
arm
becomes.
healed
That's
really quickly.
right.
No, the kind of swap blood, and so his arm healed really quickly. That's why he
But
could
it's
go
not
back
just
to being a Hulk.
But it's not just the swapping of blood; it's because their DNA's similar.
Yes,
The fact that it's not just anybody's blood; it's because she's related and their DNA's similar and stuff. So she can. So they're driving along, they have a crash because of an alien ship that comes down in the middle of the road.
Chitauri, was it? Was it?
I think so. I think it was.
The same people as the junk planet in Ragnarok.
All right. Okay.
Yep. It's the same as remember the Grand Master's ship, similar to that one.
Right.
Isn't it the Chitauri that invade New York in 2012?
No, that's the. I'll look it up. It's not them.
Okay. Right. Continue with your synopsis.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, they have a crash, and then she wakes up in this bar scenario, which I'm not sure why. And there's guys kind of hitting on her and stuff, and initially, she's in the toilet because she's roughed up, and these women come in and kind of give her makeup and stuff, and give her a kind of fur jacket and things like that.
I actually think that scene's really nice.
It's
I felt it came out. Felt as if it was came out of a musical for me. That scene, as if they should be singing while they're kind of making it up and things. But
I really like that scene. They're like, let's help you out.
Yeah, I thought that was
because it was nice, but I thought it was quite Disney-ish.
Oh, it was
wasn't really from a Marvel
thing. Yeah.
Thing.
Have you been trapped or enslaved? That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Chitauri, you're quite right, attacked New York, but it is the Sakaran ship that was at the start. So Chitauri,
right, okay.
Sakaran.
Right. Next up, Marvel aliens.
Next thing, she's in the bar, or she comes out the bar. These guys are trying to hit on her, and then somebody comes out of some nowhere. The next thing, she wakes up and she's on this kind of paradise island, and she goes down the stairs, and there is Hulk, and he's Tony Stark, the man cave.
That's right, yeah.
Built by Tony Stark.
So he explains about what's happened to her and all that kind of stuff, and then he does a test on her.
There's some great stuff, actually. It's great dialogue in this, but I think the way things are explained, and also about becoming a Hulk and how difficult it is, and all that kind of stuff.
He has a manual like yay thick as well, how to be a Hulk.
That is quite funny.
Which is kind of bizarre, because I think How to Be a Hulk is basically summed up by Hulk Smash. Yeah. But he has this manual about how to be a Hulk.
Yeah, and I think there's some quite good humour as well in it. When she says, when he pauses at a certain bit, and she's like, "You're pausing at this bit when it gamma rays? I'm infected."
There's a bit as well where she rips off the door and starts charging him, and she's screaming at him, and he's like, "Whoa, girl, easy now." He's like trying to train
not go that far. She's like, "Why are you treating me like a wild horse?"
Whoa there, easy, girl, easy.
Yeah, that's right. So then he's explaining to her what's happened and their DNA and all that, and because they're close relatives and things. So then he puts her into this testing kind of pod to see what makes her tick. So if it's fear or anger or laughter, whatever. But he goes with fear, I think, doesn't he? First,
I think so. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and these kind of razor blades come toward her, or not razor blades, saws come toward her, and she turns into a She-Hulk and batters them.
Who sets up that kind of equipment in a lab? I'm just going to put some skill saws in a wall and move it towards the door. I mean, who sets that up?
Bruce and Tony. After a
Yeah,
couple of drinks.
yeah, you're right. Actually, for this particular scenario, that's pretty unique.
Yeah.
Let's not go there. We're talking about Hulk. You know,
contrived.
we're talking
Well,
about
I know,
cartoon
it's a
character.
cartoon
Come
show.
on, come on. I hate it when folk do that. You know, talk about kind of things like that. But we're talking about a cartoon character. So anyway, she looks great as She-Hulk, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I was just saying to Sloan.
That's kind of the whole conceit of the show, isn't it? Is the fact that she does think that she looks great as She-Hulk, and she remains as She-Hulk pretty much throughout the run of the show.
Well,
not in this first episode.
Not this first episode. No. So then we go on to right. She's coming out. She's done that, and they have a discussion about what's what. So then they do a kind of the sort of the beach kind of montage of training.
The training,
which is fun as well. Throwing rocks. And, aye.
Flipping the bird.
That's right. Yeah. She gets pushed off a cliff. Yeah. Which they blubbed out in the trailer. Remember?
Yeah. So that was because she does yoga. The character does yoga, and so she's better at balancing than he is. And of course, he balances, and then she does this kind of like crazy yoga pose thing.
Yeah.
Goes,
I know. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Yeah. Did you notice though when Hulk throws the rock, he just kind of flicks his hand, and she gives it a bit of an effort, and then he looks at her and then really throws it into outer space type thing. Just in case you were ever,
because there's a sonic
Hulk
boom
is very strong
as well.
That's right. So then we've got they kind of argue. They fall out because she's not happy about being Hulk, understandably.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't her fault. She never
no,
asked
exactly. No, she never, and she doesn't want to. She doesn't want the powers and be a superhero and all that kind of stuff that the Hulk is.
Yeah, she wants to be a lawyer. That's her career.
Yeah, Bruce Banner's obviously kind of, he's kind of succumbed to his powers and things like that. So she changes to Hulk again. They have a fight. She wears Led Zeppelin t-shirts. He wears a Nevermind t-shirt.
You know how he wears a Nirvana t-shirt?
Which is pretty cool. Then he's got his glasses on. They have a fight.
Is that a reference to Tony Stark? The Led Zeppelin.
The rock stuff. Surely it'd be AC/DC, I would say.
No, he had I'm sure he had a Led Zeppelin t-shirt in Age of Ultron, I think.
Yeah.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. Did any of you notice that he built a Jeep for himself? Like
yes, it did. Yeah.
See if I'm skipping anything, James. No. Please say.
Aye.
A Hulk Jeep. Yeah, because she gets her like a rucksack or whatever it is that she's got, and she puts it underneath her. And then pulls the seat way forward. She's still like this.
I'm actually looking at the Jeep, but just now, I think that's Is that the Jeep?
That's the Jeep. Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I just skipped. Oh, dang it. Anyway,
Anyhow, so they have an argument in the Jeep, and then
so then they do the thunderclap stuff.
Yep.
And then she tries to do it. But she does more like a kind of slow hand clap.
But again, that's much
eventually
more.
Works.
So that's kind of similar to there's like a concussion cannon that they use in the Ed Norton one that was given to Thunderbolt Ross by Steve.
Yeah.
And apparently it's got like this kind of sonic boom thing, and it really annoys the Hulk.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it, and so that's what she does back is this kind of like hand clap, and that disables him.
So then they have the fight. She drives off, and then we're back in court, where we are at the kind of beginning of the episode, and then these superheroes kind of or super villains jump in from out of nowhere, and our colleagues are like, time to Hulk it.
Well, it's just Titania.
And she's like, I like this suit. I like these shoes. Sorry. Is it just one character?
Yep. It's played by her from the Good Place.
Aye. She used to be a presenter in T4, teen channel on a Sunday. Aye. Anyway, so she jumps in and they're like, time to Hulk it up. So she's like, changes into the She-Hulk, and then that's the kind of end of the episode. Or
is it? Because you missed it. They missed a sequence there about them getting drunk.
So, wait a minute,
so there's an obsession throughout the entire show about. So she's on the outside. She's on the outside, and she's asking. This is they're talking about stuff on the car journey, and she's asking about Captain America's ass because he must have got some. And Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner's like, nah, it's Steve. I'm not talking about a colleague and all that kind of stuff. And it's all through the show is like that's like she keeps hinting at it, and it's an important thing because it's the end credits.
Gonna watch this.
And you haven't seen it.
I'm gonna watch this.
You're gonna watch it now.
Okay, so they're in the bar drinking,
but
and there's a wee tiki bar thing that he's got.
Yeah, but it's an important thing because I think it's an important thing because it just goes to show that we don't know Winston Churchill's sex life. He's a historical character, and it's the same thing in this universe as Steve Rogers is a historical character. So everybody's going to make stuff up. I was watching the Critical Drinker talking about this and saying it's going to be awful and all that kind of stuff. He was wrong. I think it's a great show, but one of the things that he points out is that, she's obsessed by like does he get any on his USO trip, and I think it's a fairly human question to ask.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny, and the after credit scene is hilarious.
Well, I just watched it there, and she does the kind of thing at the end of Spider-Man, and the as if she's going to say the F word, and then it cuts to the credits.
Yes,
yeah, which is always funny. I think the humour's definitely hit in this show. Some people are complaining about that as well because they think they're like, I don't know, man. Folk just complain about everything. The humour for me hit. It's not an all-out it's not a bloody daft comedy. I think it's really well written. Humour's great in it. I think the character's great in it. I think the CGI is great in it. Sorry to cover everything.
So these are all the points. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. We'll see you later. So let's just talk about general feelings first of all.
Yeah.
Did you both? What did you think of it? Do you think it's a good start? Is it like? James first, because Jodie.
I really, really, really liked it. Really liked it. Hulk's my favourite Marvel character for sure. So just seeing him there constantly, and they just cut to the chase. You're right in it. The patter is brilliant. I'm laughing. Everything about it. She looks great as the Hulk, as She-Hulk. They just skip straight to it. I like the breaking of the fourth wall stuff. Like, back in the day when I first started collecting comic books, when I first started collecting comic books, I was always looking for the next thing to get. I started off with Batman and stuff, and I worked with Spider-Man, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, John Byrne done this magic run, and he started from number 1. It was a sensational She-Hulk. And I picked it up. I was like, that front cover is very sexy. I'm picking it up and reading it. Then I found out it wasn't like any other book I read. It was funny. And she spoke to us. John Byrne had her turn to the fourth wall decades before Deadpool was even invented.
Yeah.
She was breaking the fourth wall with us. And I thought, this is humorous. And it was like after each comic book, there was just a contained story and another contained story and another contained story. And I was like, I can pick this up and not have to get super involved and not have to collect all these offshoots. And I got into her quite. I had a poster of her on the wall. There was a poster of her painted. I can't remember who. It was a famous painter, so famous I can't remember the name. And she was on. Is it Venice Beach? Muscle Beach.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I bet if you look online, you'll find the picture really, really quickly. It's quite a famous painting of her. And she's like, all the guys are doing all their muscles and the painting, and the arms are popping out. But she's lying down with like a purple bikini on, and she's just holding up this
quite well.
I do remember quite. She's this incredible weight, and they're all looking at her. And that was a big poster on my wall for ages.
Yeah.
In fact,
I love the fact, James, that you're our kind of guy for the comic book stuff, because I don't know any kind of history, but about She-Hulk at all, and the fact you're saying about the fourth wall thing, and they've added that in there, it's pretty accurate, isn't it?
That is exact it. And then that picture is featured in a different version of that is featured in the closing credits. If you look closely, it's magic. Very well done. Thoroughly enjoying it, and because it's a sitcom, I'm like, can I call this my favorite thing? But Hulk is my fave Marvel character, and I'm just seeing him all the time. So I love it.
Yeah, I mean it's one episode in, so it's hard to kind of gauge exactly how it's going to go.
I think I listened to the interview with that woman, and she said these aren't spoilers, but apparently it's meant to be quite episodic, like case of the week almost.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Is it?
I like that.
Meant to be. So you could literally. She said you could just actually watch literally any episode.
Just jump.
Really, I don't like that actually. I prefer like
there is a mild overarch.
There will be a thread.
Can I just play 10 minutes ago when you went, people complain about everything.
I know.
Yeah, no, I that's why I kind of fell away from Dexter and things like that, because I know there was a thread though, but
serial killer of the week,
like a kind of
zombie killer of the week,
Columbo type thing, going on. I didn't kind of appreciate that much.
You're not a fan of it. I know you don't like Columbo.
Well, let's not go there. But listen, I think the tone of it is fantastic. I think Mark Ruffalo is brilliant in it as ever. I think the actress.
Does he play again?
The Hulk man.
All right, okay.
And the girl, I don't know who the girl is, but she's fantastic as well.
Tatiana Maslany.
Has she been in? You said she was in stuff
Black
before.
Yeah, she was in Orphan Black.
I don't know that.
I never watched it either. But
no,
that was her.
But she's great in it. I think the CGI is great in it, because I think
very good.
People are complaining about that.
Jumping ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I haven't mentioned my general feelings of it. My general feeling was it was a bit short, but
very short.
I think it's a good thing. It's like you always leave people wanting more.
Why do we always keep expecting them to be longer?
I don't know why. I mean, it seems. I mean, it's a half. Maybe if you're going for a half-hour sitcom, that's a half-hour sitcom, because you got to have like 7 minutes of FX artists.
Yeah, because we're always kind of saying, should have been longer and stuff. But should we not just expect it now? It's just that's it.
I don't think that one should have been longer. I think that's proper. I think
near that. Right. But I'm just saying in general, everybody, we're all like, we want more, but we're getting a whole. I think it was
because no, I know, but I mean, I was getting into the episode, and then it ended, and I was like, oh. Mm-hmm. So it was like, that's a good thing. That's what I'm saying, is it's a good thing. It's not. It always leaves people wanting more. It was good. I think the cast is like, so far. I mean, there's only our sort of peppy girlfriend and the douchebag guy that was mansplaining something to the Jennifer at the start. and the judge, and I think that was about it. They were the main kind of characters in it. But yeah, everybody seemed really good. Tatiana, especially, I thought she was really good. I liked it. I liked when she turned to the fourth wall as well, and
Yeah.
and the Hulk kind of overheard, and he went,
Yeah.
that was funny.
I hope there's more of their interaction. I hope he's in
Yeah.
it as well. I hope it's gonna be
Okay.
a kind of continuation of that, because that'll be funny. Because it's always good when it's a kind of buddy up thing.
Mhm.
Especially if they don't, they're cousins, but they don't really. They kind of argue about stuff. It's always good that
Mhm.
that dynamic. But
So it's the showrunner is Jessica Gao, who has worked for a couple of things, nothing really important. Robot Chicken, don't know if you guys have heard of that.
Mhm.
Silicon Valley, no, right. And Rick and Morty.
oh really?
So I mean, she's
Right.
coming from like
She got the
a
chops.
good place.
Mhm,
So that obviously there's going to be a lot of humor. I think, given her writing background.
Didn't she do the
Yeah.
Pickle Rick episode?
She did the Pickle Rick episode, which
Sloan
is
mentioned
probably,
that. Sloan mentioned that.
I think I
one of
heard
the
you talk
best
about it the other
Pickle
night.
Rick
Aye.
episodes.
Yeah. Mhm,
This is
mhm.
for those of you who don't watch Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty are basically the Doc and Marty from Back to the Future, and Rick has been asked for the rest of the family to go to family therapy, and he doesn't want to go to family therapy, so he turns himself into a pickle.
And Danny has that hat.
And Danny has the pickle
Pickled
Rick
Rick
hat.
hat.
He's got that hat. Yeah.
And hilarity ensues. He ends up in some like Jabrovian embassy. It's hilarious. It's one of the best episodes of Rick and Morty ever written. So I mean,
she's doing this.
She's doing this now. This is she's
So
a
who knows
showrunner
where
now
it's
for
going to
this.
go?
So God knows exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's I mean, it's what's his name, Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon that sort of run Rick and Morty. But I mean, obviously they have other writers there that do particular episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great one. That one. She also writes one of my favorite Silicon Valley episodes as well, which is it's the one where they hire a street artist called Chewy, and he designs the logo for them, because they don't want it to be like a rounded rectangle with a P in it, because it's Pied Piper. And he paints something completely different, which is one of the characters having sex with the Statue of Liberty on the side of the house.
It's taking a turn for the worse.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's a great writer. Action sequences. So, did you feel that we were stuck in CGI hell at one point?
No, actually,
I didn't.
I didn't at all. I feel like they've got the Hulk is just, I always thought to myself that the Marvel stuff, the CGI stuff has been brilliant, and I think they've got the Hulk really well done, and I think they've ironed out all the kind of issues we had with She-Hulk and the trailers. But it was never a sort of a Sonic the Hedgehog issue, It was just kind of they needed a wee bit more kind of.
Has it been changed?
I think
Or we just
yeah. See,
remembering
when you watch the first trailer, with the same footage, there's a definite difference.
There's definitely
I think
improvement.
there's like kind of subtle undertones of the skin and kind of creases a little bit, kind of where they should be, but it was a bit kind of a bit flat before, a bit more expression going on.
There was uproar when that trailer came out.
Come on.
But it did need fixed.
Yeah.
I think, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 posted up their trailer for the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 at Comic-Con, but they haven't released it to the public yet because they felt as if it's, it's great if you can watch it live, but under scrutiny. It's not ready yet type thing, And maybe sometimes they release trailers too early.
Is that the same thing as The Mandalorian? Because they haven't released that either.
Yeah, I
Season
know, and it's like it's great if you see it live, in a cinema.
Mhm.
But once it's out there on the internet, folk are going to scrutinise it to hell.
They're going to pause
You
it.
know?
They're going to sit and watch it in their 4K TVs, zooming
Aye.
in on the pixels. That's why I've still got 1080p.
But anyway, it's all it's all there now,
So I'm not that guy.
and it looks great.
Aye, absolutely. I thought there would be virtually no R&D needed to be done for Ruffalo's Hulk. It would just be like, here, this is what we had
This
at
is the
Endgame.
shape, yeah.
Just use that.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, in
I mean,
fact,
like,
it's the Hulk from. Oh yeah, I guess it is Endgame. Yeah, Ragnarok was the first time we saw Hulk in that.
so all good.
What's he called? Intelligent Hulk, or what is he called?
Smart Hulk.
Smart Hulk.
Smart Hulk. Yeah.
You get Smart Hulk. You get Savage Hulk. You get at one point he was a bouncer called Mr. Fix-It when he had grey skin. When he first became the Hulk, he was grey skinned, and it was only later on they changed him.
Early comic books, yeah.
And Stan Lee, when he created him, said he wanted a handsome Frankenstein. And that's why he made him the way he is.
I've got a funny joke about the first Hulk movie, if you want to hear it.
Aye, go on.
Which one?
The Hulk.
The Eric Bana one?
Eric Bana.
Yeah. And it was at the premiere, and somebody was there, and they said it was the director, Ang Lee. And he's like, the guy was like, Ang Lee, you won't like me when I'm Ang Lee.
It's funny, but don't ring the bell.
That's a Stuart Lee joke. It's not mine.
That's a terrible joke.
For those younger audiences, that's what
Ang Lee was a director.
That's what David Banner,
80s Hulk used to say. You won't like me when I'm angry.
He wasn't Bruce Banner then. He was David Banner. Yeah. That's what Bill Bixby used to say.
I still think they could.
Why did they change that again? Why did they change the name?
On his tombstone, when he pretended to have died, it was David Bruce Banner. I don't know why. Just a TV thing.
So
I've met Lou Ferrigno, just putting it out there. Sorry.
The sort of anecdotal story is that Stan Lee liked rhyming names or alliterative names because he could remember them better. But apparently, some exec at whatever company, at NBC or whatever it was, he said that the name Bruce was too gay, and so they went with David. That's
of its time, clearly
the true story. So there you go. Bruce is apparently
too gay.
By the way, that's my middle name.
What, David?
Bruce.
No.
I'm not even joking. It is.
And your mother's maiden name is. And what was the street you were growing up in?
What's your first pet's name?
Oh God, have I just opened myself to hackers?
That's right.
Christ.
Do you remember the music?
Judy boxing himself.
Do you remember the music they played at the end of every episode? It was that.
Yeah. Very sad, wasn't it? Every episode at the end.
It was always dead sad. Yeah.
Oh, hi Jay.
Hi Jay.
It was.
Not watched it yet.
You need to watch that.
Good Lord.
And for the love of God, will someone please watch Ms. Marvel so I can talk with people about it?
I've seen it.
I think James has watched Marvel? It. I need to finish it though.
James, you and I should do.
I was enjoying it, and then Danny was like, "I don't want to watch it anymore." I'm like, "Bloody hell!"
I loved it. We watched the last episode the other night. It's cracking. Oh, a great TV show.
I thought I thoroughly enjoyed that show. It was honestly. So remember at the start of the year we talked about what was our favorite Marvel TV show, and I went, oh, hands down, Loki. Not anymore.
No.
Oh, loved that show. That was a must tune in for me. That Ms. Marvel.
Yeah, I need to see
After reading Truth, which is the story of Isaiah Bradley.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
The Falcon, the Winter Soldier is definitely
the first.
It's the Truth, the Red, the Black. read the black and white. I can't remember. So I can't remember what the actual, but it's just called The Truth. But it's about the Isaiah Bradley story, and it's phenomenal. And it does make you want to. It elevates the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So anyway, anywho,
Hi Jay.
Hi, Jay.
2 J's on the show. My son and your niece.
and my niece.
James.
It's that kind of show. Well, we're almost coming up on the length of the episode of the first episode of She-Hulk. The second episode is out this Thursday.
No,
I mean,
is it?
yeah,
It was
Thursdays
Wednesday.
it comes out. Yeah, every
Oh,
Thursday.
really?
It said.
I think it is a Thursday. I think it is.
Dang it.
Yeah, every Thursday.
Damn it.
I was looking forward to that tomorrow.
She-Hulk release date episode 2. Thursday, August 25th.
Fair enough. And I take it we've all obviously seen the trailer. We know Tim Roth's in it. That's not a...
Yeah.
Roth, yeah.
Abomination. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's the Abomination that was in Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Yeah.
Because he's got the
There's also the fact
swamp thing.
There's also a bit of an issue about the fact that Disney Plus have sort of removed themselves from the previous Hulk movies. The Eric Bana and
Ed Norton.
Ed Norton movies.
Yeah, because if you try and look on there, I've got Disney Plus open now, and if you
They're
type
owned by
in,
Universal.
look at the
That's why.
Hulk, it's all tied up in nonsense.
Yeah, it's owned by Universal. Yeah.
Has anyone noticed on the Disney Plus home screen? There's lots of green on it.
Yeah.
With the I Am Groot, the She-Hulk, and the Prey movie.
Did you guys watch I Am Groot?
I watched some of it.
5
I've not seen it all.
mini episodes, or whatever it is.
Wee cute episodes,
They're kind of fun. Kids shows. Not as good as 4K Ask the Question, but they're okay.
They're just 5-minute things. They don't really do anything. It's fine.
They're okay.
Yeah. We watched a bunch of them last week, I think.
Disney Plus Day is September 8th.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening.
Getting Thor.
So, Thor Love and Thunder's coming out.
Kenobi behind the scenes.
Is that 45 days since it's been in the cinema? I guess it is then.
Must be.
Is that what it is these days?
Yeah, I think it's 45 days.
Tell you what,
that is not a long time.
See, when they do that, I feel as if they're really, really giving us a nice time.
Yeah,
I know.
I think Pinocchio's coming out as well that day.
Is it that day or is it?
I thought
it
Pinocchio was going to be Christmas, but I think it's that day as well.
Tom Hanks.
If you scroll down far enough, they will tell you coming soon, and that Pinocchio's coming up, but it never coming soon. Epic Adventures, Growing Up, National Treasure, Edge of History.
Oh yeah, there's the National Treasure TV show that's coming out as well.
Is that? That'll be good.
Bertie Gregory.
I like those TV movie.
The young guy that's in it, he's one of the characters. It's a different bunch of people though that's in it. Are you getting what's coming next? Because all I'm getting is Short on Time. You should watch Small Fry.
No.
Okay.
The Orville's on here now.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to start watching that actually. 8th of September, Epic Adventures is coming on.
What's Epic Adventures?
That's the Epic Adventures on the National Geographic. It's with that the guy Bertie Gregory. Looks actually pretty decent.
Okay.
Focus Pocus 2, Pinocchio, Willow, Bad Batch,
Andor
30. It's later on.
September 21st.
Basically, when She-Hulk finishes, Andor starts. But we get 3 episodes. We get 3 episodes
of what?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Of Andor straight away.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I
think it's the way it's worked in, and and then Bad Batch will be after. I think they don't want to overlap. So, the way that we had before with whatever it was, I can't remember.
Oh, aye, yes. There was an
Hawkeye
overlap.
and Bad Batch or something, I can't remember.
Cars on the road.
They don't want that happening again.
No thanks.
I never liked the Cars movies.
No, me either.
Nah. Anyway.
Hocus Pocus 2. Can't believe they're doing a Willow thing though. That amazed me.
Have you seen the trailer for it? Have you seen the trailer?
Is there a trailer?
I watched it last night. It looks really good.
Was there a trailer now?
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
trailer.
right, I need to
a
watch
really,
that.
a really good trailer.
All right, I need to see it. I saw the kind of there was like a wee thing that they at Star Wars Celebration that they kind of did a. It was just the actors talking about how much they loved the Willow and things like that. But is there a proper trailer now?
Aye, proper
Looks
trailer.
like there is, yeah.
All right, I need to see that then. Cool.
Yeah. Apparently, I scrolled way too far for the coming soon. There's like another 4 or 5 like rows after that. I scrolled way too far. I can see it now. So yeah, Willow. Who'd have thunk it? He's back.
Nice.
Warwick Davis is
Yes,
back.
Warwick Davis.
He's never been away, really.
Not really.
He's
No,
always
big-
been doing. He's always
big
been doing
thumbs
stuff
up.
for Lucasfilm.
Aye, definitely. Him and Anthony.
Always.
Him and Anthony.
Aye, they've always been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
And if you haven't yet already checked it out, dear viewer, Life is Short.
Yeah, the Ricky Gervais thing.
Ricky Gervais thing, yeah.
Fantastic.
With
right.
Warwick Davis.
Is Warwick Davis had a biography,
I
autobiography?
don't know.
Me and you, James, have read the old Anthony Daniels one,
Yep.
which was great.
I'm looking at it on the shelf.
Warwick
now.
has got to get one out.
Aye.
Definitely. He's had a hell of a career.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. I think we're a wee bit over the episode length, but thank you everyone for tuning in. If you want to get time reminders when we put up a new video, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button, notification bell, and YouTube will work its algos. And don't forget to smash the old like button. Comment below what was your favorite thing about the episode. Where do you think it's going? Let us know in the comments below, and like and share on the social medias. And one final comment from James.
Oh, James.
Hi, James. He needs to resubscribe to Disney.
You need to.
The show.
There's tons of stuff coming up.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I would probably wait until Andor comes up and then resubscribe and then just blast it for a month.
Blast everything.
That's what I would do. Save yourself some money.
Yeah, maybe. Good shout.
Yeah. All right, folks. Until next time. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Thank you.